Yik Yak was an app that launched years ago and took over college campuses by storm. I mean, it was insane how quickly it grew. What is Yik Yak, you ask? It's basically an anonymous Twitter. You could see things that were completely anonymous. People would post yaks, which are messages, and you could see everything within a 5-mile radius. So I lived super close to campus, so I got to see all the juicy stuff. You could upvote things and become yak famous, or you could get downvoted into oblivion, because if your yak hit -5 on the leaderboard, you would actually get kicked off the feed and no one would ever see anything. They added features later on also that you could like peek at other college campuses, which really just meant that most people were stealing yaks from bigger schools and just bringing them to theirs. So that was always fun. But like when things were actually happening on campuses, like events, games, that kind of stuff, like during championships of sports and stuff, it was actually really interesting to see what people were saying. I mean, Yik Yak was legit back in the day. I'm one of the OGs because I was actually one of the campus reps for Yik Yak at my school. It was really awesome because I got to co-host events. I got to hand out merch and swag. Like I was the yak guy. I had an Instagram, a Snapchat, the works, bro. This is a yak. This is upside down. Like I'm serious. I have a Yik Yak flag. You see that? The yaks you'd see on the app were super interesting though, because you would see people that would ask for class suggestions, people like selling their old textbooks, people just selling things in general, finding lost pets, finding new friends, new food recommendations. There was a lot that went on the yak feed. But no anonymous app is without its weird moments. You had lots of people looking for hookups, a lot of bullying and harassment. Trust me, I kept up with my school's feed very regularly. The biggest issue on my campus were the racist comments. That was like the biggest thing because, you know, whenever you're anonymous online, you think that there are no repercussions to what you say. But the thing is, you know, people thought, oh, it's anonymous. There's no way for people to find me. Yeah, there was. So if you did something crazy, you could find out who that person is. Yik Yak eventually became one of those breeding grounds for hate and racism and that kind of stuff, bad energy. So that was one of the reasons it actually got taken down in the first place. Not to mention, you know, thinking back, there were no ads ever on Yik Yak, so it was kind of hard to tell how they were making money. There were investors like throwing money at it, but think about it this way. Like, let's say you're drowning in the ocean, right? That's not a good time. That would kind of ruin your day, right? Well, someone throws you like a buoy or a life jacket or a life vest, but the life vest has like a little hole in it, so it's leaking air. So like it's a temporary fix, but eventually it's inevitably going to fail. It's not making you anything. It's not giving you a reward. It's just throwing stuff at it. But now that we've established the backstory here, Yik Yak is back. All of the rights and stuff have been purchased by a new management, so this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. All of the features that have made the app what it was back in the day have returned. And I'm liking the direction they're taking when they're talking about hate, because they're just tackling it head on right out of the gate. So they have community guardrails that aim to address some ethical issues from the app's old ecosystem, which is something that I feel like should have been there in the first place. There's also a one-strike bullying policy. So basically that means one wrong move and you're out. You're just banned, which I think, you know, it seems extreme, yeah, but like if you would have been there for OG Yik Yak, you'd understand that that's probably just what you have to do. Like users can get banned for engaging in hate, harassment, bigotry, violence, or like threats, stuff like that. I mean, these are things that really truly needed to be a part of the app's initial launch back in like 2014. But it's good to see that this time around, like second wave, they're actually putting these things and being proactive. But as of right now, the app is only available on iOS and Android, I'm sure eventually. And it's also only available in the US, which is, you know, just one of those things. Like, I honestly hope that they bring back the campus rep aspect of things, because it was really awesome, like being a part of a community and being a part of a herd, so you could actually go do things and be a part of something awesome. Like the people I met through Yik Yak and like the activities that I got to participate in were pretty sick. I'm super curious to see where Yik Yak's gonna go from here, because I don't know if it's gonna revive and be what it was, or if it's going to kind of go down the same path and we're gonna see Yak version 3 in 2025. I mean, living here in the city is gonna give me access to quite a few different universities, since everything's kind of in close proximity down here. So there's gonna be a lot popping off, not to mention like basically all of the neighborhoods in St. Louis are within a 5-mile radius, so I'll be able to see a lot. But for now, that's all I got. So hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.